confill in a separate bucket, and see, it almost looks like detergent, like for laundry suds or something. So what I like to do is I like to get water in the pan already. Because I'm already going to be filling a lot of stuff, we're going to put the water in the pan so that way the bottom gets wet before. And I'm basically just going to, this is kind of like a mixture consistency. Now this is a lot of water for confill, but I have a lot of spots to fill. So we're basically going to use that. You know what, I'll even dump a little out. And then I already have a cup in this bucket that I use. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little fibrous. See that? See the fiber sticking out at the top of the cup there? So we put that and we sprinkle it in to the water. Now, I'm giving away all the trade secrets, but to be honest, I don't know too many people who do this process like this. They're like, oh, we're not going to use confill, it's expensive. But I like doing all my damaged holes first and filling it with this. And because it has that fibrous texture to it, it basically bonds to all kinds of stuff. I've even put this in floors, like concrete floors, and this stuff is so strong that because it has that fiberglass look, see how it's kind of like clumpy almost? I mix it back and forth. Now this is too runny. We don't want it like that. In some instances you want, like if you're doing a bunch of screws, yeah, have it like that. I'm gonna make it a little bit more. You don't need a lot. I'm just gonna mix that in. I'll probably have to add a little bit more water to this. As you can see, I even have the garden hose there, but I'm just gonna use the brush and let it drip off into there. And then, you know, that just that little bit will be almost enough to mix. See how it's not so dry anymore? And I like to do this. Now, yeah, I'm using a flat bar. It's a puller bar. You can use a smaller knife. The only reason I use that is because the pan is 3 inches thick. My 6-inch knife doesn't fit there. So when you do this motion back and forth like a mixer, it mixes quicker. Now this stuff also dries in like 90 minutes. So you have to be quick with this stuff. You don't want to be applying this when this stuff starts to dry, but I'm just going to show you roughly how all of this gets done. So let's turn the camera this corner. See that corner? This is missing some drywall here. You just take confill and you stuff it in there. And because it's fibrous, it bonds nicely to everything. And then you want to maybe throw a little bit more and jam it in and push it down. And this is just going to give a finished surface for when you throw the tape on. Now I'm going to show you the screw holes. Just bear with me, I gotta kind of one-hand this. And I don't know if you see it. Okay. We're gonna do it anyway, you can't see it. The screw sticking out there. cover all your holes. And see that one's sticking out just a touch. Press it in, back over. And you want to scrape all of it off so none of it's protruding off the drywall. I see a lot of people when they're mudding and taping. It's quite funny, but that's probably because no one's taught them. You know, because they'll do this. Why? When you can do this, grab it. Basically, you hold your pan like this. You take your knife, fingers on the back. And okay, I already have mud on that side, right? But I can turn my pan any which way. So I can just scoop it out. And now, press my knife against, off the wall. Off we go. You might miss some. Then you can patty cake it. Now here's another interesting spot. Let me set this camera up a bit. You see, my knife goes in there, boom, fill it. Fill it. Because anything that's not filled, your tape is going to suck into the wall. If it sucks into the wall, it gets wrinkled, makes it harder for you to mud the tape, makes it harder for you to make a finish. Now, here's the other aspect. I don't know if you can see this. See how there's more confill on this side? It means the drywall is sticking out on this side, and it's a little bit higher. So I know that, right? So I'm actually going to add a little more confill on this side, which kind of builds that up a bit. And then I'm just going to stick my knife a 1/4 inch on this drywall and then leave it overhang. So this way, you get a nice flat surface for when we put tape. Now, one thing about confill, and bear with me guys, I'm going to adjust the camera every time I move it. Now we're not looking from that angle anymore. So now we've done that. And when we put our paper on, it's not going to sink into the crack. It's going to go on nice and smooth, so when you go to do your coat, it's faster. Everything, you do it right the first time, you don't have to mess around. Now, more cracks. You're filling everything that has a bump or is indented. Notice how I'm always wiping my knife, my 6-inch knife. Got a little high point here too. I'm just basically preparing everything. I'm doing everything at the same time. But I try to go in the pattern. I try to go in the pattern where I'm hitting everything. I don't have to go back. It's all done, right? I want to point something out to you guys. I don't have a lot of reach with this, but this is what happens if the screw is sticking out. You see how there's that line that goes through because the knife skips over it. But here it doesn't matter because look, see how you can see through the knife? That's going to end up getting covered with mud and tape. It's not going to be a big deal. But if that was on a flat surface, you need to fix it. So I'm going to show you how I run the knife. See how the knife is sticking out slightly? So I'm slowly bending the knife towards the wall and spreading the mud out, right? And then you turn your knife around and you scrape all of it off. Nice and smooth, nice and clean. Fill all the damage. If there's any from the shitty drywall work that Texas Jack did, nowhere near. When you get this down pat, when you can do this properly, like I'm going up, bending the knife in. Probably easier if I show you here. I'm going up, going down, bending the knife towards the drywall, and I turn, wipe off. So this is, I put my thumb here, and I press, and I go up, then turn, and then down. So now I'm done explaining. There's a little bit sticking out, hammer it in, put it again. So I noticed this stuff is starting to dry. Put it in. Where was that? Then there's a screw sticking out. This is why I have a drill close by. And once this stuff is dry, which is drying right now, I need to find something big to fill and use it up. Like there's this spot on the ceiling over here. I'll use it up. This is why I like the milk crates. Because I can stand my 200 and some pounds on it. As you can see, it's already drying. So you can add more water next time for whatever kind of consistency you want. You want the stuff gliding on. And I don't know if you saw there was a crack in that corner. Clean. What else have we got? Is there any more damage here? That one's a little bit. Needs a little touch up there. This guy needs. Whoa, almost dropped the camera. Come on, I can't do this with one hand. Stay. Now we're gonna use all this drying confill, but I gotta cut out this paper. travel any farther. So it looks like an elbow, like somebody fell. What a good thing about a knife is you can use the tip to unscrew the light switch. Got these black tabs on there. See that? Just press them down, then you won't lose the screws. Not all of them have it, but they do. So I'll be able to use up a good chunk of this. Sorry to drying mud up. This guy up here. We're just filling in anything and everything that may cause the tape to wrinkle. Barely left. Alright, now you can see how that's nicely patched. When that dries, it'll be hard. A little bit. And then we did that top part here. Boom. Alright, so you guys got the gist of the confill. I'm going to just mix up another batch and keep going. So let me make this a little bit runnier. So technically by end of all my taping, once I apply all the tape, I'll be able to do another coat. Oh, look at that. I unplugged the charger and now my battery's not charging on my phone. So I'm going to mix this a little bit runnier because be able to go faster on the screws. So confill is a really good product where, let's say you don't want to put paper tape because like some of these lights I kind of screwed up. Like I can even, that'll be the next one we do. See how it's a little bit farther around the hole there, and then overcut there. So we'll just throw some confill on that. And I won't need to put paper tape. I can literally just coat it with a bead of mud after. But it can't be this runny. I'm gonna leave this runny just so that I can continue. Let's put this like this, and then on that bucket. This way, there's like a 360 view. Let me give you guys the best view of this, so you can see how the pro does it. That's just a little too runny. To see how I fly with the confill. So now ideally, when you guys are mudding and taping, any kind of paper that's like sticking out, like got like a, see like this. If you cut that with a knife and then you confill it, you could just coat it right after, and it'll be good. Okay. This is almost perfect consistency. So this one I can get in without getting that. Not perfect. Thank God my back is feeling so much better, because I wouldn't even be able to move half as fast as this. Do the screws in the corner. You don't have to. There's a couple gaps here, because the paper tape's going to cover it. Plus anything around the window, the trim's going to cover it, so it doesn't even really get into the mud. So we've done that. Might as well kind of narrow everything down. like to grab my milk crate. And kind of finish off sections so I don't have to go back. So, like that little gap above. Clean that up. Boom, 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 that's all good. Yeah, about here. And just really start using up your confill as fast as you can. I'm going to do this section like this. I don't know if you notice when I'm moving, I try to like move my hand with my knife. That way if anything falls, I can catch it. Sticking out. Like this is what happens when the screw sticks out. See, I mudded that and it sticks out now. So we got a drill, quick little tippy tap. Doesn't need to go in too much, just enough for the confill to cover and fill. They said I'm going too far to go when I fall. But you don't want to twist your ankle. I guarantee you. Small covered. Seeds. That's what I was doing this. That's usually why I have a bench. Another trick you can do is you can take the edge of your knife to round the corners if you don't want to cut them off, because this is faster. That way, this is a little trickier. Jab it up there. So I only need to put a little, because there will be a trim that covers it, but at least this way. It's called doing halos, where you go around the entire light. I don't know. Something rolled off my head into my eye. Round the corners. And this one, I guess I'm going to do a hair on. Basically, I don't need to, but. And make sure. The wires aren't sticking out. I fucked up a couple of these. It's like it was my first time using a router again for some reason. I've cut hundreds of holes with the router. Turn. I try not to drop too much mud, but it happens. When it starts to get dry like this, you want to find a spot that needs to be filled to use it up quickly. And just so you know, you always want to wipe your confill. See, that's where mud. It did drop in my eye. Whatever. You always want to use up your confill nicely. And you don't want to fill your boxes with mud. You just want to the over confilling. So that halo's done. This one need it? No, that one's good. That one, yeah, that one kind of needs it. I'll do it just so it's done. It's not a just a little didn't have the router, I had a little bit of the circle cutter. It was just a touch off, so just gonna fill up the confill. That way it's done. This one needs slight patch. See, this one kind of bows down. So again, we will repair it with confill. That way when we put our tape, we don't have to struggle with the tape stretching. Okay, that's perfect. Now that we're all starting to dry up, this confill's starting to dry up, so we're going to hit on the messed up spots. Right here. I don't know if you heard that. Listen to this. Right? Hear that? Screw sticking down. So you want to drive that out. Man, this thing keeps moving. So you don't want it to do. I can just confill it properly. Wipe, it's nice. Shouldn't be, oh yeah, there's a hole in the bathroom. Got a little bit of a hole in that corner right there. This is where that pipe was, the plastic. Sticks past slightly. Just try to push that in. Once the confill dries, it'll. I'm gonna end the live because you guys don't want to watch me work the whole time. So you guys have a great day. Now you know how to do confill and how to mix it. Try not to get it in your eye. If you do get it in your eye, wash it out with water.